Welcome to episode 27. Today I show you how I built the new shelf for our cooling box and refit the galley. By the way, I like wood. Just painting it white makes Queen Bee look more modern.
You know what is torture? That is the most tiniest part in that boat which I built myself. That means like rather than cabling before and I had a bigger hole, I show you where I screw it in. Just all for our cooling box.
Yeah, I have decided to measure this first. There are the cable in. Actually, there comes in our fridge. So that means like the box. It is 26 centimeters. So that means I need to have some space aside. So I could probably go down to here. That would be the height, which is fine. But I need to see what is inside. It is 55 centimeters deep. So if I say I'm going to 60, from here, it's fine. Do not touch this. Yeah, do not touch those tubes, which is good. So now I need to see what is 30 centimeters, at least at the back. So I'm doing it here with 32 and then I fold it around. And then I measure the height anyhow here. So that means if we have 30 centimeters, so it's around here. Let me mark this. And the other option is still, I can, yeah, I think you can see it. I still can go down here and get it a little out. So 5 centimeters in the room would be fine, because we have this brown water tank, which is from the sinky in the bathroom. So I have no clue, but if I get it out until maybe say 10 centimeters into the room, it should be still okay. And that means like you're not hitting your back if you sit on the toilet here. I mean, later it should hear a different toilet in. So, but if that's actually going to here and 10 centimeters into the room, all things should be, yeah, sufficient. So I measure that. Let me see. If I would be here for 30 centimeters. So I can go down until here. That means like it would be 15 centimeters lower. No idea yet, but it is enough to open the cover and get some drinks in. So the foam, the masterpiece, is ready, and I think that do not look bad. So that's actually a good height. It fits, and I have still space here to pull it out. So that means like here, I have to draw it like this. This is too far. That's fine, but I go until here. That's also okay. I can make that a little, yeah, a knot or maybe a round corner here. That's good. Round corner is always good. I put some foundation here under, and the same on this side. So that's fine. I'm going to measure this because actually it fits, and so I can pull the fridge out until here. So and I can get it even complicated wise in. That's good. Under I have a lot of storage. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, the hanging locker I need to take out. That doesn't work. Doesn't matter actually, because since if we have wet clothes, we can hang it anywhere else. That's fine. Good. Okay, then I'm going to mark here. That's this, and I'm going to mark this. So, and here it comes. Okay, then I cut it. Yeah, good. It's time to check if that fits what I've done, which is the back side here. That's a little stupid, but fine. So I place it here, and I want to have some space, which looks good. Yeah. So let me show you. So it fits exactly here with 1 centimeter, and here around with 1.5 centimeter. That's great. From the opening perspective, it's also fine. Of course, it just goes here exactly as expected, and if I open it, the lid can be opened like this maximum. The good part is then I can remove even the cover. Suboptimal is because I don't know why, stupid design. Here you set the temperature and what you want. Well, here also is the power plug for 12 volts only. Good. It's like that, so I need to pull it in front. I hope it stores every single time I disconnect it from power. And good. Next part will be here. So I used this form already and drawn it. This is a slight curve because that's the outer part of the boat. So that's the end and that's the other end. What I'm also going to do here is this corner will be round because it's never in the right angle. And this is actually one of the foundations in the boat, so I need to cover that. What I said is here I need to make a round corner, it's always better. And probably the same here. So the trick is, if you want to make a round corner, use something similar like this and draw it same as expected here. I have used another can because I wanted to have another round angle. It's always good because as well on this side here it's a tiny corner, so I'm drawing the tiny corner by hand. Of course I can use this one and make it probably by sanding. That's good. So another part that will be here, because here is the boat. So what I'm going to do is I need to make it a little like that. Of course that's the wall of the boat. Actually no, it's like that. So it needs to be a little more like that, like in a 30 degrees angle. That's what comes here along. So I'm using it like this. And that either I can do by sanding, or I could use also the saw, I don't know. We will see. I don't know how much it vibrates. Let's see. So, looks good. You see, even pretty straight for short distances it works. Good. Now I saw the long part. Now I'm going to sand a little bit and I will epoxy it, and I include on the back flip side also at least the foundation here across, because if you see how that the wood is running like this, so that means like it has more strength in this way. That's good. Of course of the weight of the cooling box is like on this. Here I am. Now it's time to clean. I use acetone again. You just make it fat free. It's not so important by glassing, but I want to do it. I still have some epoxy left from AWN, so I will use this first. And what I've done here, that's good. So I measured the cooling box that it can't slide to here on both sides, because here it's a wall, a partition. I put some foam in between of it so that this is always secure. So I can then just pull it out. This is the front, so I can pull it to the front. And here later, but I do this after sanding, comes the plug for the 12 volt for the 12 DC. So now I'm going to mix it, and I sand it from the bottom side first. And not sand it, I glass it from the bottom side first. Why I'm doing it from the bottom? Because later it's easier to lay here, so when it's straight, I will definitely glass it from both sides. So then it's waterproofed, because it could be getting a little, not wet, but humid there. And that's why I'm doing it. And by the way, I wear first gloves, because that fiberglass is really itchy and stinging me, so I want to have my gloves. Good, I show you up when it's ready. Accomplished it is. Because this is the first time I work with this 300 gram fiberglass mat, so it sucks really a lot of resin in. So the epoxy here is around, let me guess, 350 grams. That's pretty a lot. So on the other hand, that's super stable, so I do not need any kind of foundation actually for yeah, the Dometic cooling box. Good. Now I leave and let it dry. Probably, if I might be happy. Yeah, I think it should take 40-50 minutes. Then it should be dry. And I'm going to flip it, and we'll only do it there where the small foundation is, so that the box is not sliding away. The rest I'm doing when it's in the boat, because if it's sucking so much, that should be super tight, and that will be definitely sufficient to just keep the entire layer for our cooling box in. Yeah, after it dried, I mean, again, the AWN epoxy isn't that fast, so it took around 6 to 7 hours. It's still a little a bit soft. It's not yet fully hardened, but it looks good. So this is the bottom side of our cover and the board for our Dometic cooling box. So tomorrow I just flip it around and it will be pretty nice. I hope so, that we can get that one also epoxied in. And coloring I will do on another day, when I have to do the back part where the engine is, where I had the spider cracks. Good morning, another wonderful föhn day. So probably good temperature for doing some epoxy work, which is now for cooling box. What am I going to do? First I measure again from the plank which we do in, then I just put all the foundations where I want to fix it, a couple of screws, a couple of glassing. Once that dries, I still have some work to do, phone calls, and beside this, up on it's done and it should dry, so I give it an hour. I'm using now a much better epoxy. It's from West System, the typical good one, and I think that should be with the fast hardener also work good. Then I would say I start by measuring. Hopefully maybe I can see if I can clean the floor finally today. First I need to heat up the boat a little, even if it's inside already 15-16 degrees, but I want to have 22-24 degrees, so that our resin just gets harder faster. Yeah, I measured it perfectly. It looks nice. The corners are smooth and round. The epoxy will be only over there, so I don't know if I epoxy this one. I will see. Maybe I can still cut it. The foundation comes under here, so now I'm going to mark it, and maybe like 1, 2, 3 smaller wooden foundations come under this side. So if I lay the fiberglass over it, it's fine. But before I do that one, I still need to sand off some of the color. I don't know, that seems like gel coat. That's good. So because I can see the fabric optics under it, that's good. So I should not forget to put in the cable, and that's good. So we have a nice other storage area for our shoes and other things which are probably wet. So good, it's cleaned. But everywhere is the dust. Yeah, so see, number one is in. So that's the main foundation. It's good with 2 screws. This is super strong. Yeah, how does this look outside? Yeah, from outside it's like this. By the way, if you're single-handed, you can do it. Very simple. That's good. So it sticks. I will put some glue on these screws and the nuts, and see, number one is done, so I can mix the epoxy and put in the other part, so it's right time to get into my Quality 10. Yeah, epoxy ready. So from part 1 and part 2, only one shot. Ratio 5:1, automatically done by the pumps, that's good. Let me see, I'm mixing now and then I show you the video how I... Well, the fiberglass is proper cutted. That's how it should look like. And now I bring this one in. I will show you how. Then I'm going to glass and epoxy it. This time I wear definitely some gloves. Of course, this is super ridiculous itchy. So that's perfect, and nothing, beside of a little bit, stuck on my fingers. That's good. So yeah, of course you don't believe how itchy this is. Okay, now I prepare the epoxy. It's accomplished. It's a lot of raising. It's around 1 kg. According to say 1 square meter, it's around 900 grams with this 300 gram mat. Good. Little it's running under because of, yes, it's not tight at the side. That's pretty normal. I glued something in so that it's not running further into the boat, but I can't get it out again. That's great. It gives a very smooth surface. That's what is expected. Further later I'm going to cut. Not today, so anyhow in 2 or 3 weeks. Good. By the way, I'm gluing like hell, which is a little ugly. Even I did my most best to cover my fingers, yeah, but by just cleaning the pumps and everything else made it sticking a little bit on my fingers. But with acetone again you can clean it.
It's the 11th of January, a couple of days before we go back for a couple of weeks to Malaysia and celebrating Chinese New Year. I want to finish a couple of things still on the boat so that when we come back I only need to do some or only the refit which I can do at home, like putting the new fabric on our cushion and preparing the table and everything else. So what I'm going today is I just need to measure our new cupboard over there. I have some drawing here so that I have the distance of the screws which we can see here over, and another part will be down here. So because we decided to want to have that as well in white, so I need to go and sand this. And yeah, another part is then inside here. So I need to sand it. I need to just get that mess done, which I've created during my first initial epoxying, because I wasn't that good. So yes, you improve always skills. On the other hand, what I'm going to do is I probably have to check the batteries again. Of course, I have no idea. Now I plugged in the charger again, and it's set within less than 10 minutes the battery. It's up to 100%. But when I came aboard, it was showing me 50.7% of the load. So I think that battery is done. But never mind, the new battery is already at home. And yeah, another funny thing is here is my aluminium stripe, and I bought a new one because I totally forgot that I have done it. Okay. Right. The headlight I wear later. Yeah, I'm pretty happy that this one is working with this. So it smells really badly, and I continue without the video because I need also the lamp, because I do not see anything and it is too dark. And yes, it feels difficult to breathe in it. Yes. Not that perfectly nice, but at least so that should be enough for applying the paint. And that will be the next, probably after I had another coffee, because in a tiny, not really well ventilated boat, working with acetone is something which makes you crazy. Yeah, even the mask not helping for acetone, I guess, but nevertheless you have to do it. And I've made another super mistake. You see my arms, I didn't wear sleeves, so that means like, yeah, next lesson learned. If you do sanding glass, you should wear something proper, because that is itchy. That's unbelievable itchy. So good, I have some soft control, not scratching my arms. Yeah, good. Okay, painting next. Let me get you an update before I show you what I've painted with bilge color. Dark gray, so I couldn't get the light gray, which was in probably before. Yeah, I'm slightly happy. That's the gray bilge color. Again, as I said, that will be the place where our fridge will be in, or the cooling box. So it looks much better. And now also the mess I've created with my not proper glassing. Of course, you see tiny wave, which I haven't seen. So yes, was the wrong glass, the wrong fabric. But nevertheless, I am satisfied. It's good. Also, the hole at the end is in, so that's where the cigarette plug comes in, so that I can use this tiny fridge or the cooling box as well in the car. Yeah, even under it's painted there. You see, I couldn't fully remove it because with the curved surface that was too much work simply to just get that one rid of. But you can only see it when the light is shining in like that. You know what is torture? That is the most tiniest part in that boat which I built myself. That means, like, rather than cabling before and I had a bigger hole, I show you where I screw it in. Just all for our cooling box. Well, as promised. Anyhow, behind there is the plug for the cooling box. And since I like things pretty in order, observe, that's what I had to do. The thing is, if you just get a shoe that you see how big that is that is 44 size. So that means, like, you know, do you have any idea how to get in there, including your screwdriver and making everything happen? That is the length of my arm. So yeah, finally it's accomplished. I'm happy. I don't know, I feel like a flexi boy or whatever. So that means all my bones and all my flexes are stretched now. That was enough sport for today. So to say, I'm happy, I'm done for today. That's good. Luckily I had a gas station nearby, so I could get my coffee. Without coffee, I guess I would have a very, very bad day. Therefore, I leave a couple of things aboard and continue, hopefully when I get back some parts of my staircase, so that I can epoxy the table and the stairs with the nice mahogany furniture. So that's good. Okay, in this case, update you soon I have the other things ready. Yeah, I'm slightly happy. Course of that's painted, it looks good. I need to sand it with 240 grain, and also the two doors are probably I was even able to apply the second coat, so that means like 240, or maybe even if I get 300 or 400 sandpaper would be super fine to just get a perfect smooth glossy surface. That will be part probably in the next 2 days. So today's Saturday, that means Sunday and Monday I can't. Mainly on Tuesday I might be back and just apply the last coat, and probably that's done before we go to Malaysia. Okay.